we're going to just move over here to this one. And does anyone know what this thing is? It says Indian chewing gum. And there's like Indians and another redskin bites dust. This was, this is a blow up of cards that used to come in cigarette packs. Remember the Raleigh cigarette packs that had the cards in them? They used to have these cards, another kind of, and he blew them up. And these are these little figures he collects. This is Peter Campbell. This is the second time I've interviewed him because he has such interesting, unusual things. I'm like, what is it? You know, and all right, it's black and white because the photo he took to work from was black and white. And he's a historian. He's not a historian like, he's a historical painter. He's interested in politics and history. He collects military figures and all kinds of things. And he followed this artist called Morley, that's his last name, who is a realist who did historical painting. But of course, then everybody has their own view. I don't know if you remember Iceberg Lettuce.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's him.
Okay.
And I didn't know. I didn't know that I picked him again. And he's been doing artwork since the teens. He's very, very well versed in all kinds of technical matters, okay? And he studied mostly with mentors. And he researched Native American tribes, and that's part of his love. You know, he gets to do his history thing and his art. And this guy, who's an artist called John Baldessari, if you've heard of him, used this technique of putting circles over the faces. So it kind of came from him. And he's trying to say pretty much, well, he's trying to say that nobody thought any good of the Native Americans. They just weren't as good.
Like they didn't exist almost.
They weren't as good as Anglo-Saxons. And he's saying how interesting that it's not that much different today. At all. I mean, what? You can make a painting today and put some other culture there, like Hispanic or somebody who's going through some cultural issues, and put that on their face. It hasn't changed that much. This is his interest. This is his thing that he's, you know, upset about. He said no one talked about Indian blood. And he found out it's in his genealogy. And he doesn't seem it at all, right? You don't know. Great, 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 great grandmother or something, right? So, you know, he's concerned and he needs to show us. He needs to look into the past. Like in Life magazine or Look, that's what he's trying to, remember those magazines? They're all black and white. It's kind of be like, show that kind of feeling. Sometimes when it's in black and white, you don't get distracted by the color. So don't forget about the past, he says. So he's a realist, but often called a pop surrealist. He's kind of a mixture. He's also done 3 children's books. Very interesting things he's into. And he just says, think back about our history. Think back about our history. Yeah. So he's a very interesting guy as you start to see more of his work. He always has something different. Nobody knows it's him. See, I didn't know it was him, because everything he does is something unique and a little different. Still makes sense, though, that it's him.